good afternoon, and welcome. Welcome indeed to another edition of the Mark Mosley Show podcast. As yes, we are broadcasting from the Anidjar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios. And joining me right now from Ohio, who is going to be coming down here to Florida for a big show on Sunday at FIT, he is Todd Huffman. He does a great job with his band, The Ultimate Doors. Todd, how you doing today, buddy?
Good, Mark. Hey, thanks for having me on board, man. I really appreciate this. We're so excited to get out of the snow up here and see some sunshine for once.
All right, right now, as you know, we've had 75, 80-degree weather. Weatherman, what's it like there in Dayton, Ohio right now?
We're covered in snow, and it's below 32. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good times. Good times.
Yeah. You guys are motivated to come down here. Let's start with it. Tell us about the show that's coming up this Sunday night, buddy.
Yeah, sure, man. We're so excited to bring the Ultimate Doors, the tribute to the Doors to Jim Morrison's his birthplace there in Melbourne. We're so excited. It's the 60th anniversary of the Doors. We've been doing this for 4.5 years, and man, we want to bring this experience. It's like a time machine. I have the exact setup the Doors toured with, not the exact gear. I do have a couple of their pieces, but 1968 look when they toured the U.S. This is what you're going to see when you come out to the show. So it's super, super cool.
All right. I'll let you do this. All right. So where's the show? How can we get tickets? Let's get this out of the way because I know it's important for you.
Yeah. The tickets are at theultimatedoors.com. It's also on Eventbrite. The show is this coming Sunday, the eve of Jim Morrison's birthday. So it'll be the 7th at 7 p.m. and the doors open at 6. No pun intended.
All right. How long have you been in the Ultimate Doors band for our viewers, man?
Yeah, we're on 4.5 years, and man, we've had a great ride. We've done some really cool stuff. We've played probably 40 states already in that time frame. We just did Val Kilmer's memorial in Tombstone, Arizona, in August, and so 4.5 years. So we're hitting it pretty hard here in this short time frame.
I talked to another tribute band earlier this week, and the drummer told me he wasn't originally a fan of Pearl Jam, right? He's a musician. He got a part of the band. My question for you then is, did you love the Doors growing up, and this is why you wanted to do this?
Oh, absolutely, man. Yeah, I was a teenager, and just actually what you're doing, man, local radio station here, they used to have what they call a 6-pack at night, 6 songs from one band, and it just dialed me in. It's like, who's this group? I got to pay attention. Next day I went out and bought the record, and man, I was hooked from that point on my whole life. So, and that what's brought me to this here. I just loved it so much. I want to recreate it as accurate as I can.
Okay. How'd you meet your bandmates then to make this Ultimate Doors band?
Yeah. So that was kind of interesting. I tried to do this back in like 1999, 2000, and the tribute band scene just wasn't happening then. As time goes on, the tribute band stuff, it's gotten hotter and hotter. And the drummer and I, we were in an oldies rock and roll band together. A COVID hit. We decided, hey, let's get a tribute together. And the Doors was the ticket. And we just, through social media, some friends, just started scouting for Raymond Zarek and Jim Morrison. And next thing you know, we're on the road.
What do you do in the band? Me and the groupies need to know. What do you do exactly?
Yeah. So I'm the guitarist. So I portray Robbie Krieger, and it's a lot of fun and it's a lot of challenge. But he was one of my idols as a guitar player. So it's fascinating for me.
You bring up the challenges part. Is it hard to play some of these songs when you're doing them live?
Yeah, it definitely is. It just takes some practice to do it, and so some songs are more challenging than others, but it's a lot of fun to see what these guys in their 20s wrote back in the 60s. It's incredible. And it just blew my mind thinking these guys were 20, 21, 22 years old and wrote these hit songs. And it's just when you play it, it's just like, wow, just for their mind to think of that, and their skill set.
What are some of the songs that you like to play that you're like, hey, these are fun? And then also on top of that, what are some of the songs you're like, all right, this one is really hard. I got to concentrate now. We'll start with the positive.
Yeah, definitely. A lot of good fun songs for me. It's like Touch Me. It's got a lot of chord changes in it, a lot of cool little licks. Break On Through. It's very dynamic, hard hitting. When the Music's Over, it's very dynamic as well. LA Woman's a crowd pleaser, so it's always fun to do that. That seemed challenging at first, but the more and more I play it, I just kind of set into it. And It's a lot of fun. But some songs in there, like anything that Robbie did on slide guitar, sometimes the guitar's got to be tuned to an open D or G, like Waiting for the Sun. It's pretty challenging. Spanish Caravan, some of those flamenco finger styling. So, but yeah, Light My Fire is of course, a big hit for us to do. Riders on the Storm, you name it. We do a ton of their hit stuff, but we also do a lot of their deep cuts as well.
That is really cool. So you talk about the whole experience.
Mm-hmm.
How do you put the costumes and the design of the stage? How do you guys put that together?
Yeah, so we just know the Doors so well. We just study a lot of their footage. They got a lot of good stuff out there. You can watch the Hollywood Bowl from '68. You can see their stage setup. Of course, that setup they had massive sound reinforcement for an outdoor show that they did in Hollywood. And but for us, we just seen a lot of their photos from when they toured, the U.S. A lot of shows, in the Midwest, and we just found the equipment over time. We rework it, we get it working. Everything's working on stage, so it's a lot of elbow grease to get this stuff done. But we just have a passion to do it and to bring it back to life. And the wardrobes is pretty much the same thing. We study what they wore back then, so we got different outfits, wardrobe that we don't change through the night. We kind of come out and just set you into like a Doors concert. It's we come out and we just put the show together like the Doors would have done when they walked on stage back in the day. We don't really break character at all, or we just follow our list and just bring a dynamic show to the crowd.
That is awesome, man. All right, I ask this to every musician. What's the pregame? I know it's like a sports term. Do we take a nap? Do we eat a big meal? Are we nervous? What happens to you, Todd?
Man, we are nonstop. By the time we get loaded in, get sound check, we try to find time to eat, but we're setting up our merchandise. We're just getting every detail last minute. Being that this equipment is pretty much 60 years old, we got spares, everything. We like to make sure everything's set up behind the stage. If something happens to go, down with a piece of vintage gear, we've got spares there. So it's just making sure everything's ready to go for the game, man. As soon as the time hits, we're on.
What's that rush when you're up there and you're playing these songs?
It's incredible. For me, it's just hearing the feedback from the crowd and just them chanting or singing, on top of us sometimes is incredible. And it gives you a really good feeling. Sometimes my eyes are just closed and I'm just like into the music, just like the Doors were. It's so much fun.
All right, I have a question. Do you play This Is the End? That's one of my favorites.
Man, it is we do like the Doors did, man. They tried to always close with the end, and we do as well. So yeah.
Okay, have you ever been to Melbourne, Florida before?
We have. We played a couple years ago. We were down in Dania Beach, and on the way home, we decided to pull over and catch a hotel in Melbourne. But we didn't really get to do anything else. We kind of got up the next day and split north, home. So it's going to be excited that we're going to be down and have a little bit of time to spend in town.
All right. Are you guys going to take your photo in front of the house in downtown Melbourne?
That is definitely the plan, man. We've been, a lot of people's been messages telling us to do that. So yeah.
Dude, what I did was 2 years ago, when I think it was his 80th birthday celebration. So we did like a little party downtown Melbourne. We had some fans come out. It was really cool doing that for the radio station. So that was like maybe, I think a Friday morning was the 80th birthday. So I took my photo in front of his house, the first house. Then, and this is crazy times, I got on a plane. I went to Europe for fun during the holidays.
Yeah.
And I went to Paris, France. And I'd say about 4 days later, I went to his gravesite in Paris, which is, you have to look. I don't know if you ever done this before. Go to Paris. It is a must. The gravesite. I'll send you photos.
Yeah.
It's blocked off with a gate. There are people, remember, this guy's been dead a very long time.
Oh yeah.
And every day when I was there were multiple people there giving flowers and they're playing the Doors music. So in the span of about 5 days, the birthplace and where he's buried.
That's incredible.
Yeah, you need to do this, buddy.
Yeah. We've got some friends over in Europe, and sometimes they'll go there. during the celebration or memorial, like you should say, of his death. And they'll stream us live, just some of our friends, that lives over there. So that's pretty cool.
That is awesome.
Yeah,
All
we
right.
did get to play the whiskey in March of this year in celebration of the 60th anniversary. So that was super cool. We'll be back there in January 2026. So we're excited about that.
That is awesome. Okay, one more time before I let you go. All right. Tell us the website, how we can get tickets, and the show that's coming up Sunday night.
Sure. Yeah. Catch us at www.theultimatedoors.com. You go to our tour page, and you can click on any tickets you want to come and see. But definitely buy your tickets here. They're moving for this coming Sunday, the 7th, at the Gleason Performing Arts Center at FIT. Doors open at 6 p.m. Show is 7. Hope to see you there.
That is awesome, dude. Todd, it's so nice to get you on. I know you're a busy man. Yeah. Good luck with the show and have a great holidays with your family.
Thanks so much. Appreciate you. Thanks, Mark.